Yo, what is going on everyone, Doozy here, and welcome back to another Destiny 2 video. Alright guys, so it's looking like it's about 95% confirmed that the Thunderlord is going to be coming back with Festival of the Lost. So this actually all started almost 3 weeks ago over on Reddit, where Anon the 9 posted where he was mostly talking about the Black Armory, but at the very end of that post he was like, oh yeah, also, Thunderlord coming back in Festival of the Lost. And then fast forward 3 weeks later, and here we are with the Festival of the Lost event, and it just so happens that there was a new classified exotic that was added to the heavy slot, and of course the Thunderlord was a heavy exotic machine gun. So I mean, that alone right there was quite enough to get a lot of people's attention, but then on top of that, Feeding Frenzy was also recently added to the database. And if you don't know about Feeding Frenzy, if you missed out on Destiny 1, it was one of the perks on Thunderlord, although you could get it on a bunch of different weapons. But basically what it was, I guess you could say, a cheaper version of Outlaw. Because whereas with Outlaw you have to get precision kills, and it drastically increases your reload speed. But for Feeding Frenzy you just have to get normal kills, and I think it increases your reload speed by like 50%, or at least I think that's what it was in Destiny 1. But yeah, Feeding Frenzy was added to the database, and at the time of this video you can't get that on any of the current weapons. But then to add even more onto this, yesterday, Reddit user Gensor, I don't know how you pronounce it, he actually found the Thunderlord icon as well as 2 of the ornaments for it, and he said the ornaments are going to be called Hyper Velocity and Taurik's Wrath. I don't know how to say that. But yeah, he said he found those in the database, and this guy's actually really accurate with some of his leaks. He actually had a huge leak about Forsaken a few weeks before it came out, and basically everything he had in that was correct. So this guy has a pretty reliable track record. But then on top of that, he also found the lore for it, so I'll put that up on the screen in just a second. If you want to miss out on it, then I guess click away or fast forward. So yeah, there's a lot of evidence that's pointing to this actually making its way into the game with Festival of the Lost. As for how we actually get this though, so we know there's going to be a quest starting on October 30th, and we have to solve Master Ive's death. But some things that kind of relate to that quest are some of the leaked audio files from Amanda Holliday, and she's actually talking about going back to the Cosmodrome.
Remember when a bunch of nanotech sporting aliens came swarming out of Russia? And 2 knights with flaming axes were the only ones that could stop them? Used to be the Fallen pretty much owned the Cosmodrome, and then they just split. Right before the Legion hit us. Left a lot of stuff, some of it real useful. I put a tarp on something you're not coming back for. Unless they did come back after all. Cade brought me out here once. We looked at all the cars, all the people who died trying to get to safety during the collapse. And he said, listen, don't worry about dying. Death isn't the end. Not since the Traveler showed up. Something opened up that hatch recently. Your telemetry's spiking a lot of residual ether around that pipe. Keep your eyes out for Fallen, you hear me? I don't want to lose you too. That's it, huh? We got him. Something's still bugging me about this, though. Get back to that teleporter when you can. But listen, I don't think my little trick is gonna fool Zavala twice. This might be the last time you ever set foot in the Cosmodrome. See you back in the tower.
So that's not the EDZ that we have in Destiny 2. The Cosmodrome was from Destiny 1, and the way this kind of relates to this, or it could possibly relate to this, is if you remember, or you can actually go back and watch it right now, but a long time ago in the actual Destiny reveal trailer, you know, they were making their way through that first starting building where you have to go through after you're revived by your ghost. And then they actually get to that room where they have to clear out the Fallen, and they eventually beat I think it was Rixus, the Archon Slayer was what he was called. And after he beats him, the Thunderlord actually drops. So I think it would be pretty neat if we actually had to go back to this area, because it would kind of be like a little throwback to the initial reveal trailer, which if that's actually what happens, I think that would be pretty amazing. It is looking like we're going to have to make our way back to the Cosmodrome, and that's going to be somehow related to this quest. But then just one more thing I guess you could mention on top of that was, a while ago when they were releasing like some of the trailers for like the annual pass and you know some of the stuff we could expect for the roadmap. Of course, in one of those clips, the Thunderlord was actually in that, and there were a few parts where they were talking about machine guns, and it kind of got players' hopes up that machine guns were actually going to be coming back. And you know some of the devs had to come out and clarify that they will be coming back, but not until the Black Armory. Although when all this was actually going on, Josh Hamrick actually tweeted out that we hear your thunderous excitement about machine guns. So once again, even more nod to the Thunderlord. But yeah, that's basically everything we have on this right now. It's looking pretty likely that it's going to come back. At least I think it is. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Also, let me know what you think about the possible quest. If you think we'll have to go back to that original spot that they showed off in the Destiny reveal trailer. And you know, maybe that'll somehow relate to this. I think that'd be pretty neat, but let me know what you guys think. So yeah, anyways, that's about it for this video. So as always, I would like to thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. And if you did enjoy, if you could take a second to leave a thumbs up on the video, I'd really appreciate it. Also, subscribe if you're new here so you don't miss out on any Destiny 2 videos and all that good stuff. And I guess until next time, I will catch you all later.